This interview of By With Maverick was very special for me, mainly because it gives us a very good point of view from an editing aspect, one that not many people get to hear too often. Cris Snipes has an incredible story, and I'm really happy that I was able to bring him on the show and he agreed to share it with us, because he had some amazing insight for us to hear. We also got to take a look at one of his awesome edits on a game that you really wouldn't even expect. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or suggestions on how I can improve this series, please drop me a comment and let me know. Don't forget to hit that sub for more By With Maverick. If you guys want to show Cris some love, all of his links are going to be down below in the description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Welcome in, wingmen. I am so happy to announce that we are finally having Season 3 finale. You guys, thank you for bearing with me. We had to take a small break as we did some upgrades off stream to improve the quality of everything, and I didn't forget about it. I always had it in the back of my mind, and we are here now. Our very special guest tonight is the one, the only, Cris Snipes. How's it going, bro?
You, what up?
So, you have been a busy man.
Oh yeah, man, grinding.
That's one way to put it. Listen, tonight is all about getting to know who you are. So let's start with that. Let's start with, who is Cris Snipes? Tell us your story, bro.
Well, I'm 29. Born in New Jersey. Lived in Jersey till about I was 12. I'm Cuban. Mom and dad are both from Cuba. Don't really talk to my dad so much. I grew up with my mom. I have 2 siblings that I grew up with, and then I got 4 half siblings from my dad's side. Yeah, New Jersey till 12. Then I moved to Pennsylvania. That was a lot of fun. Kind of sucked at first, but I had some of the best years of my life in Pennsylvania. I lived there till I was about 15 and a half. Then I moved to Florida.
Damn, man, you've been moving a lot.
yeah, I moved quite a lot. I ended up living here in where I live now in Florida. Well, one town over. I lived there for about a year, and then I actually had a daughter.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was young.
Dude, well, kids are a game changer for sure, no matter how old you are in life.
Yeah, so I had started cooking when I was 14. Right before I left Pennsylvania, I started a little bit. And then ended up taking a little bit of a break, and then I got back into it once I found out about my daughter. It was really, really tough. We ended up leaving Pennsylvania or Florida and came back to Pennsylvania, or went back to Pennsylvania. And that's where my daughter was born. Lived there for a while, and then came back to Florida.
Always on the move. So you're living in Florida now currently?
Yeah, I came back. I went to Chicago for a year in my mid-20s. When I was like 23, I went.
Like Chicago or the suburbs? Because I'm outside of Chicago, so I gotta ask.
Well, I was in Glenview for a bit, and then I lived right by Wrigley Field for a bit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, in Wrigleyville.
That's a nice part of town, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
traffic is ass.
Yeah, traffic always sucks in Chicago. That's why I'm happy I work from home now.
Yeah, I liked living in Glenview though. It was nice there. I really liked it. And I was in Highland Park too for a bit.
How old were you when you had your daughter?
I was about to turn 17.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that'll turn you into a man real quick, huh?
Yeah, I went full time.
I thought I was young when I had my first child. I was 22.
Yeah, I got a little trapped on that one, man. I'm slipping.
Caught you slipping. So do you have more kids now, or just the one still?
I have a stepdaughter.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Me and my girl have been together, like 3 years now. We just moved into this house. We ended up building. She lived in Pennsylvania. I'd known her. Me, her, and my other, like my best friend, we're all like, we're really good friends. And she ended up, after I moved to Florida, you know, she ended up living a life and had a daughter. And then we ended up getting together a few years later when her daughter was like 3. I was single. Um, and yeah, now she moved to Florida last year, almost last March.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Wook says he had his first job at 16. I did too, Wook. I mean, I worked at McDonald's slinging burgers for my first job.
Yeah, my
So
mom hurt her back when I was like 14. Um, and she couldn't we couldn't really afford to buy me skateboards and stuff all the time, and I was going through a lot. Um, so I ended up getting a little part-time job like cooking and learning so I could buy myself boards.
that's awesome though, man. That's probably where it all started. Because I got to tell you, and Wingman, if you guys are watching at any point, if you want to show our guests some love, exclamation point Snipes, please, please, please drop by his socials. I met Cris. Is Cris your real name?
Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, just no H.
I like it. I met Cris through GXO Gaming. Wook has allowed me to meet a lot of people, and I'm very thankful for that. But I became quickly aware of his work ethic, attitude, determination, and ambition. It's all second to none, guys. I'm not even lying. So please go show Cris some love. He definitely deserves it. But I gotta ask, I mean, from an early age, it seems like you kind of adopted that mentality that I see every single day of work hard to get what you want, you know, get things done type of mentality. So and maybe you hear that, maybe you don't hear it often, but I'm here to tell you that it's noticeable, at least from my point of view.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, I definitely got that from my mom. My mom was, you know, single, 3 kids for a long time, and she was working her ass off, man. She was working 80, 100 hours a week. That made me really independent as a kid. That's kind of where it came from. I dove headfirst into sports. I did basketball, baseball, football, soccer, anything that you can play against somebody as a kid. I did biking, rollerblading, skateboarding, and tennis, badminton. It literally didn't matter. I would try. And my mom was the same way. My mom played men's football in high school. She played men's baseball in high school in New York. She grew up in the Bronx. So it's really crazy. Just I think I get a lot of that from her strength. And it just made me work hard for everything. I have I like to say it's a curse that I have to be the best at everything I do.
I wouldn't call that a curse, dude. I mean, I get that it could be a burden sometimes. Because being a perfectionist, right? So in the streaming world, I experience the same thing. There's so much that you want to do, but to start with, we really have very little resources to pull it off. So to be the best, you need to do the best. To do the best, you need to do things that other people aren't doing, right?
Yeah.
So that's incredibly hard to, you know, keep up with that mentality. And it's a constant struggle every single day. I was just having a conversation with people earlier today about making stream upgrades and how much money equipment costs and this and that, and it's a undeniable urge to do better because you are capable of better. But the fact that you're willing to acknowledge that and notice it, that's a huge deal. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I just adapted it. I think I always tell most people end up finding out this story. I'll tell you about kind of a turning point in my life, which was really crazy at the age that I was to have it. But I was 15 years old, and I was sitting at a pizzeria, and this was right after we found out about my daughter, and I'm sitting there by myself in this little pizzeria in fucking Pennsylvania, and I had $5 left to my name. That's all I had, and I had hurt my back. I really wasn't doing anything. I was skating and stuff. I hurt my back, and I'm sitting there at the pizzeria eating a burger, and I'm literally crying over the burger because I know I have no money left, and I didn't know what I was gonna do.
You're really in that spot, like, what the hell am I gonna do?
Yeah, you know, at 15, it was because I kind of grew up like that. Like, I had a lot. You know, my mom worked really hard and she gave me a lot, but she was also working so much that I had to grow up. My brother and sister are both 7, 8 years older than me. So by the time I was 8, 9 years old, they were off doing their own thing. My sister had moved
Mhm.
out, I think, at 17. Um, and then my brother was kind of, we had a weird relationship. He's schizophrenic. So that was a real struggle for a long time. So I ended up just being like a loner and just wanting to make it. I was just worked for everything. And I just kind of wanted to do better than I was like when I, not even that I had, but just that I knew that I could have,
That's
if that makes any
no,
sense.
that makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I'm finding that you and I have a lot more in common than I ever thought. Anyway, um, I was a bit older than you when I had my first daughter. I was 22, but it was a similar situation. My now wife and I moved out of state, and we found out there that we were going to have a baby, and we didn't have a car. None of us had a job, so you learn really quick. Like, okay, it's time to man up, or shut up. There's nothing else to do except what you need to do. So I 100% relate to that, dude.
It's
100%.
scary, man.
It,
It's
it
a
is.
scary
It
thought.
really is, because honestly, everything else does not matter at that point, right? Your
Yeah.
dreams get put on the back burner, and it's all about that little girl.
I was riding a moped to work. I had a moped that went 35 miles an hour that I would literally ride through the mountains in the rain. I tried to do it in the snow. That shit was hard.
I,
But dude, I would literally take that to the skate park and my friends would laugh at me. Like, but they were 15 years old. They were
yeah.
laughing. I'm like, bro, y'all fucking stuck here. I was like, I'm out. And I just like dip. They all laugh, like, look at the mopeds Chris drives around. I'm like, yeah, dude. But I was like, I'm out, dude. Like, I'm not stuck. You're waiting for your mom to pick you up. So it was always like a funny thing.
When we found out about my daughter out there, my first daughter, I bought a 92 Pontiac Grand Am, a little four-door piece of shit, for $400.
To come up.
Dude, it was I mean, you do what you have to do. That's what it's
No,
all
yeah,
about.
definitely.
um but it's in those times where you find out what you're made of, and then that turns you into who you are today, and it's completely noticeable. So let's talk about let's talk about cooking. Okay, so you've been cooking for a long time, you've been a chef for a long time. Is that a
Mhm.
passion of yours, or did it start as just a job that turned into something you truly enjoy doing, or
It came it it came out as I always loved cooking, but as a job, no. I always thought I was gonna be like a baseball player.
oh really?
Yeah, I played a lot of baseball. That's where I did 3 travel teams growing up. I was throwing almost 90 miles an hour by the time I was in 7th grade.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was literally throwing cannons.
That's unheard of, dude. Seventh grade, 90 miles per hour.
Dude,
Damn.
it was crazy at 2nd grade. Like my mom always tells this story. But in 2nd grade, I go out and for the baseball team, and the coach's son was a 5th grader, and then he had another 2nd grader that was in my grade. Shane was his name, and so they put the first day of practice. They put up a little pitching, like like everybody in the pitching mound,
Hmm.
and they had a gun, and they were just shooting like everybody's like fastest mile per hour, just trying to see who could pitch, blah blah blah. And
And
his son
you were
went
slinging it.
Dude, his son went right before me and was in 5th grade throwing 32, 33-mile-an-hour fastballs. I was in 2nd grade. I went behind him and I threw a 41-mile-an-hour fastball.
Holy
And
shit,
the
dude.
coach looked at me and was like, what the fuck? And from right there, I was groomed for about
What
five
the
years.
fuck?
Yeah, for about 5 to 6 years after that, I was literally, I played on 3 travel teams. I played on the home team and then the 2 travel teams. I played on 3 teams. Coaches, since my mom worked, all the coaches would pick me up. They would drop me off at home every day. I'd go eat dinner at their houses. Like I was literally like made for that. I would go skate when I could on the meantime, and then same thing happened with basketball. I was captain of the basketball teams, football teams. So like I would get picked up for all my practice, my games, and I was in a small town and not a small town, but kind of in West Patterson, New Jersey. Um, right next to Patterson, which is it was pretty crazy the difference. One was kind of a bad town, and then you have like a good town right next to it. Um, but yeah, it was really crazy. And then I threw my shoulder out, and that was it.
That's
I
crazy, man.
Yeah, 9th grade, I threw my shoulder out. Everything happened to my daughter, and I just never played again. So
Oh
cooking
man.
ended up becoming something that I picked up because I needed money. And maybe about 2 3 years into it, I found out that I really just loved it. I love the creative aspect of it.
Well, there's
When
so
I
many
got
different things you could do with cooking, and I see
Yeah.
the pictures that you post on Twitter, like the one you posted today with the steak, bro.
Oh yeah.
My mouth was watering instantly.
Yeah, it just became like, I don't know, skateboarding was that creative outlet for me for a while after baseball ended and stuff like that. And I had my daughter, I skateboarded a lot. And that was that kind of creative outlet for me. But then I hurt my ankle really bad. And I had to have surgery, and I didn't walk for a long time. I would actually, there's YouTube videos of me on my old channel from 10 years ago, me fingerboarding in the backyard, I had a whole skate park built because I couldn't do anything. I was stuck for like 6 months.
Oh damn.
Um, yeah, so then I really turned to cooking then. I just loved like creating. I would watch videos and stuff like that. And then I ended up becoming a sous chef at a country club, and I made a lot of money one summer. I ended up buying I had cars before, but I think of like my first real car purchase because it was like a big boy purchase. And I bought a 350Z. And that was my baby for a long time. And that's when it really made me like want to pursue it, because I saw what was possible if you worked. Like I had to work 80 hours a week to do it, but I saw that the rewards were really good for what I was doing at that age. Because I was 19 years old when I did that.
Look says
So
so many kids injure their shoulders in baseball and softball from overuse at a young age.
oh yeah,
His sister was being eyed by colleges in softball in middle school. She tore her labrum not too long after and ended her career. It's unfortunate because I have nieces and nephews, and the majority of them are really young. But you see it. I mean, they do overuse the hell out of these kids, and it's really sad because you think that they could do something really special, and then bam, nope, all done.
Yeah, I was supposed to pitch 2 games that week, and we were in the playoffs. Somebody ended up getting hurt, and I ended up throwing the 2 games, and then I threw a game the night after. On the second pitch, I threw a fastball the first pitch, and then on the second pitch, I threw a curveball, and that was the last pitch I ever threw.
That's unfortunate as hell.
Yeah, the way I tweaked my elbow when I went to go, or my shoulder when I went to go throw it, the way I snapped, it just snapped my shoulder, and it was just, I was done. I could barely do 20 push-ups without my shoulder like wanting to pop out of place.
Damn.
Pretty shitty.
So do you still experience pain from that injury?
Oh yeah.
Because stuff like that lasts forever. I mean, I recently, as in probably last spring, last February, so a year ago coming up, I had a back injury at work, and I still have issues from that even a year later.
Yeah, back injuries are no fun. I pulled my back out a lot from skating, and it is probably one of the worst pains you could have.
So from skating, did you step away from skating for a little while, or have you always been kind of maybe just on different levels doing it?
No, I've always, besides the 1.5 year break with my ankle being messed up, my ankle's so bad for.
Yeah, look, that's
It was
exactly
like a
what
year
I'm
and a
talking
half. I have
For
photos
sure.
of it somewhere where my ankle is like a little golf ball. There's actually footage of it where it happened. It was during a competition, and I ended up rolling my ankle. I pretty much put all my weight on my ankle and rolled over
Oh
it.
shit.
Yeah, dude, it literally looked like I snapped it. Like I showed the video to the doctor when I got to the hospital, and he was like, I don't know how you didn't break your ankle in every spot. Like it was crazy. But I fucked up the ligaments and tendons and everything.
That gives me shivers just hearing. I'm not even lying. I hate injuries, dude. It freaks me out.
It sucked. It sucked. So, yeah, I didn't walk for a while, and then for about a 1.5 years after, so we're like maybe 2.5, 3 years into the injury, I could barely kickflip because like the flicking motion and like I started skating switch a lot because of that.
Mhm.
That's where my switch game got good. Because I'd only skate switch for like a year or so. But yeah, now it's fine. I don't know. About 3 years, it was weird. Like it hurt really bad, and I gave it like a 2 week break. And I went skating, and I just never felt pain again in it. It was weird. I used to wake up with pain every day, like all this stuff, and now nothing.
Man.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It magically healed overnight one day, finally.
Well, I mean, I bet you're not complaining. You're out there
No,
doing what
no.
you love and posting videos of it too. So that clip you posted recently, skating, you said you pulled. I'm gonna have to pull it up on Twitter. How many clips did you put together, or how did you word that?
So I compiled 400 clips.
Yes. Okay.
It's probably more, to be honest, but and I was just around. So yeah, I had a lot. I have a YouTube channel with like over 100 videos. Obviously I didn't take all clips. I took some of my favorite videos from there, took some of those clips. And I have some of my maybe 250 on my phone from the last few years. I started filming on my phone instead of a camera. And then I had some stuff from a friend that he used to be my filmer when I was like really skating, when like that was like my like late teens to like early 20s. For a few years stretch, he would film me. So I just took all those clips and pretty much took my favorites and made the video.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, there's a lot I couldn't use, sadly enough, because of portrait mode. And when I was doing it, I used to edit everything on my phone because I used to just do Instagram a lot, like for personal, and like that was it. Like I didn't care. So when I would edit skate videos back in the day, like in my 20s, I would just edit them for Instagram on my phone, and that was it.
Admittedly, you might yell at me today, bro. You and I have talked a little bit about it. I've stopped in the stream. We've talked about it here and there. I'm trying to make the steps to get off of mobile editing. I am. And
you got to.
It's a game changer once you learn how to do everything necessary for editing on a PC. It's 100% night and day difference. It's just the lifestyle thing, and I know that's where you're gonna yell at me because you've said it before. You're gonna say if you want it bad enough, then you better fucking make it happen. I mean, what's holding you back? What's stopping you with it? You know what I mean?
Dude, you just gotta do it, man. And literally one night, dude. One night, by the end of the first night, you'll be able to edit a video, dude. You watch one tutorial video, you do your project, you just make simple cuts, find out how to add music, simple. You just fucking drag and drop, cut the music, fade in, fade out, boom, make your first edit, and you'll feel so much better after.
I love it. He makes it sound so easy, Wingman. What brought you into the editing world? Was it skating that got you started doing that then? From posting it on Instagram?
Yeah.
And then from there, I mean, what led you on to the gaming community that you're so known for now?
Dude, it's crazy. I actually gotta thank my best friend. I fuck around with him a lot, but dude, his dumb ass is the reason I'm here. Because he not even before Fortnite, when FIFA, we used to play a lot of FIFA. So I used to play professional Halo when I was way younger.
Professional Halo?
Yeah, for Halo 2.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I did MLG Chicago. I did Dallas. I did New York. I was supposed to do Orlando, but that shit ended up going. But yeah, I did some MLG. I won some money, did all that. And then I played Call of Duty, whatever, and then I took a break for like 4 or 5 years of gaming. I just didn't like game or anything. I was just so focused on skating, my daughter, chef, like games were nothing.
Life.
But then life came over. But then I ended up getting a PS1 when I fucked up my ankle. Fucking of course. Messed up my ankle. Bought a PS1 because I wanted to play Final Fantasy 7. I love Final Fantasy 7. It's my favorite game. So I bought a PS1. I played Final Fantasy 7. And then I went and I bought 8. I found it. So I played Final Fantasy 8. And then I played 10. And then I bought Kingdom Hearts. And then I bought a PS2 so I played Kingdom Hearts 2. And then I started playing FIFA. I bought a PS3. And my best friends were like, yo, let's play FIFA against each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so next thing you know, I'm playing FIFA, and then PS4 comes out, and now we're playing FIFA on the PS4. And then that's all I would play though for a while, and then Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, he got me into Modern Warfare 3 for a while.
Oh my gosh, you're not a COD guy at all now.
Nah, dude, I hate COD. Yeah, I played Modern Warfare for a while.
So let me ask you this real quick. I gotta interrupt you. Does it piss you off? Oh, maybe you can't answer this because of clientele and everything, but does it make you mad to edit COD videos since you hate COD so much?
No, I don't. It's not that I hate COD. It's just not what I like anymore.
I got you.
But yeah, I don't mind editing it at all. I mean, it's pretty easy to edit. I mean, they're like a sniper montage for COD is super easy to edit. I mean, you're just literally going with the beat back and forth. You don't really have to worry about environments and stuff because everything's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. So PS4, FIFA, you and your
Oh yeah,
buddy.
you're fine. No, it's fine. It's good. Because now it's such a ramble.
I
Yeah,
love the
Fortnite
ramble,
came
bro.
out. Yeah. Fast forward, fucking Fortnite came out, man. We played Fortnite for a while, and then my buddy made a Twitter because he realized that you can upload your clips to Twitter from the PS4, and we were both running out of memory because we would just clip all this stuff and then never do anything with it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just whatever clip on this is cool. Look, you watch it for yourself. Oh, we show each other on Snapchat. It was funny. So we had started uploading to Twitter, and then I discovered the Share Factory. I really wanted to make a montage. I was like, man, I edited videos for so long, skateboarding, dude. I got like hundreds of videos. I was like, dude, I want to edit a montage. Like, can I do this on the PlayStation? They have the Share Factory. So if you actually watch on my Cris Snipes YouTube channel, the first like 5 or 6 videos, like some of the Apex videos too, are all done on the Share Factory.
See, and I never even so when I started streaming, I was on a PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, capture card, PC, and how I got my clips back then was to upload them to Twitter from the PS4. I never fucked with the Share Factory at all. So
yeah, Share Factory is sick.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, dude, it's sick, man. I learned, dude. I started getting not plugins, but like special transitions and like, dude, I learned to do so much in there, bro. It's so cracked what you can do in there. And like, obviously, it's not as good as what you can do on the PC,
Right.
but for what it is, it's pretty insane. So yeah, I got really into it. And then I was doing that for a while, and then I joined Migma. Which is like a little they're like an esports, not even esports, they're entertainment brand. They're almost like GXO. They do clothing, they have a community, it's like all that kind of stuff. And then Hyperscape came out. I bought a PC and Hyperscape and all that came out, and then yeah, I just full blown started going into editing from
What
there.
is Hyperscape?
It was a BR game. Obviously I was really into Apex and all that stuff. And I would just do montage for that. But then once I bought a PC when COVID hit, Hyperscape came out. And it's a fast-paced BR.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of fun, but the skill gap was kind of hard, so it kind of died quickly because of it. But yeah, I just threw myself into editing from there.
So fast forward to the pandemic, which obviously saw a huge boost in numbers across all streaming platforms, with people all of a sudden, pursuing their dreams. The restaurant world got shut down. Cris Snipes is at home.
I loved it.
You loved it. Really?
No. Boy, I was making salary. I was the job that I had at that point, I was a food service director, executive chef for a school.
So you were probably working mad fucking hours on salary.
Yeah, I was, but it's still for a school, so it's like fine dining for kids, pretty much. If you look at my old like pictures from like 6 months ago, not even like 5 months ago, you'll see like it's fine dining food, presented everything. It's just for kids, like it's for the obviously the adults, the teachers, and all that come, but it's like a banquet style, all that. We do prime rib, we do everything.
I got you.
So I did that for a while. But when it closed down, I went and bought a laptop, and because I had all this free time, I was still getting paid just to sit at home and do like Zoom calls for that was from March until August when school started again. Yeah, I literally had 5 months off. It was insane. I started editing like crazy, learning again because I hadn't done it in so long on a PC.
Now it's obviously different from an editing standpoint to a streaming standpoint, right? So streamers per se have to approach this game completely different, and can be a whole nother, because you do stream, so you approach it from both avenues.
Yeah, I used to only edit my own stuff.
How in the hell does somebody approach this industry from an editing standpoint? Does it show similar challenges in getting discovered? Showing your capabilities and your skill sets, what you're good at. And I suppose you could use streaming as a tool to even do that, because you stream your edits all the time.
It's hard. If you notice, I really haven't streamed a lot lately, just because a lot of the editing community could be toxic.
How so?
toward each other. Just a lot of criticism. You know, a lot of people um, don't like stuff, dude. They just kind of nag about it. And I kind of didn't like that. I kind of don't like that toxic environment because I'm a really like happy-go-lucky guy. Like what you see is what you get with me. Like I'm always really like kind of just doing my own thing and vibing. So yeah, some of the edits I did for TSM, you know, some of the people, you know, think that they could do better. So I was getting a lot of hate mail, a lot of it. I was getting like 50 DMs a day for like,
Hate mail?
oh my god, for like 3 weeks straight. Like I was just getting so much death threats
Get
against
the
my
fuck out of
family.
here. Are you serious, dude?
Dude, it was a whole big thing. So and
Oh my gosh.
it all started with the kid being toxic coming into my stream, and then like it just went from there. So it just kind of made me not want to stream editing anymore.
Right.
It's not like I really made a money off doing it. I did it more because I'm a people person. I like to talk to people.
And editing is a perfect venue to do that.
Yeah. And
you can kind of take your breaks. Yeah, you can take your breaks while you're editing and, you know, address chat and talk with them about anything they want, and then go on do your thing again.
Yeah, it's really nice, but it just ended up becoming not worth it. Like I said, I really wasn't making money off of it. I make my money from my clients and stuff like that. Like I don't have to stream. I did it more because people asked me to do it. It's not something I really look forward to always doing, because sometimes I like being just so. A lot of times when you stream, it takes you longer to do stuff because you have to stop, you got to talk to people.
So you're not getting anything done that you need to get done.
Yeah.
To make the money.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't
end up
believe
losing money.
Yeah, because you. Now the way a lot of people work, and I'm not sure how, and I want to talk about the whole pricing thing, right? Because people do it differently. People have different pricing, and it all goes into level of skill and a whole bunch of other things that people need to consider when hiring someone to do their edits per se, or graphic design or whatever it may be in this industry. But I can't get past that people were actually giving you threats and hate mail. Like, what the fuck?
Dude.
That's been one of the most eye-opening experiences in the whole streaming industry for me, is how toxic people can be.
Dude, it was after a Fortnite video. I did a Fortnite video for TSM. I had like 6 hours to edit the video. They had a month and a half advance, and they messed up and forgot to put somebody on the project. So they came to me last minute. Animations got done that night. I edited it. I had to edit it and have it previewed for like the next night, and then sent back to me, made a few extra changes, and the video went live. I had no time with it. I was tired. I worked all through the night.
Yeah, they showed you the hate.
Yeah, and you know what? The video wasn't bad. It's just not Fortnite style, because I'm not a Fortnite editor. So I did it more like my Apex style. I thought, and like a lot of people close to me, and a lot of like other people, like even from TSM, really liked the video.
Yeah.
But it's not the over effects that everybody loves. So they didn't like it. So you know how Fortnite kids are, they're toxic.
Yeah.
So it just became,
they're just the same as COD kids, really toxic.
Oh man, and it was some of the bigger players too, and like 3D designers and stuff like that. So like I ended up being really fucked up, and that's what kind of drew me off. So I kind of keep my clique a little tight with who I actually share my work with now, because I realized a lot of people, you know, are just kind of out there for themselves. They really don't care.
Book says, tell him being on here is time he should be editing the next GXO video. # deadline. Which, get to work, bro.
Yeah, you just paying me double now.
Listen, a real question that people want to know the answer to is, do you prefer mayonnaise or Miracle Whip?
Mayonnaise.
Good man.
Yeah.
Good man. And I got to segue right into TP, over or under?
Over.
See? I had a feeling you were a good man. I'm just saying. I had a feeling that you were a real one, and we were not going to have any problems tonight. I bet you're going to say that you don't even like pineapple on pizza, right?
I don't.
Fuck yes, dude. I love it. So in the editing world, you don't like streaming it as much anymore because of the adversity that you've, you know, come up against. But you've worked with a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
A lot of big names, a lot of I mean, you've done projects for a lot of bigger names too. That wasn't necessarily contracted out per se, but it still got the attention that it deserves.
Last year in general, I worked with over 500 creators.
That's fucking awesome.
I did like 321 videos, I think was the final number last year.
Holy shit.
I'm already up to 90 for this year. Between.
And it's only February, middle of February.
Yeah, I've gone crazy these last 2 months. I did 50 Glitch announcements alone.
Speaking of Glitch, you are an editor for Glitch. You're a part of the Glitch family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm their video producer. I do anything video related is me.
That's awesome. So is that for like ads and stuff too, or is it strictly like announcements on people joining?
Now it is. Before it was just announcements, but I'm taking over and pretty much gonna be doing a lot of stuff. So I started with Glitch in the beginning. Not maybe for the first few months, but they really weren't advertised in the first few months. And then I knew Ollie, which is Glitch's manager, through another org that I was thinking about joining, but then ended up not happening. And then Glitch came about, and he signed me up to do videos for Glitch.
That's cool, man.
It's been exactly a year now.
And you've seen Glitch grow into what they have, accomplished today, and
we have 200 followers.
Yeah, likewise, Glitch has seen you grow into what they. And I think Glitch just tweeted out they're over 10K on Twitter now.
No, on Instagram. They're almost 19,000 on Twitter.
19,000 on Twitter.
They literally had 200 last January. The end of last January was like 200.
I love to see it. And it's a really cool story that you joined with Glitch at such a, infancy state of that company. That's really cool.
Brought them up. I mean, doing Howl's, man, doing all these. Stay Naughty was the first video I did, which is crazy. Like to get Stay Naughty at the time, when we were so small. But then doing Clara and Tifa and Janie, we just grew so fast, man. Like we were just signing everybody, and then to sign Hal in what was that? I think we signed Hal in like September. I mean, that was crazy. Like having Hal in my DMs and that's really when everything started to take off. Was in like August, September. Everything just kind of
good for you.
Yeah,
that's got to be a scary, intimidating feeling, I would think, to all of a sudden work with such big names and companies, and I don't know. Streamers or content creators look at this whole game, I say game, but situation, industry, as like there are people who are untouchables, right? They're way, way up here. And then all of a sudden, when you get closer and closer to their level, you're like, is this fucking real?
Dude, half the people...
It's just cool, man. It's really awesome. How does it make you feel?
Man, I talk about this a lot. People ask me, and I always laugh because I would say a good 80% of top creators have no idea what they're doing. No idea.
They sure as hell look like they do, though.
Dude, you got a good team behind you, man. You got a good team behind you. A lot of top, and that's what I kind of love about it, is that yes, they got to a statue by working hard. That's how you're gonna get there. Some people do get the lucky breaks and stuff, but a lot of people get there by working hard.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I kind of like about this whole gaming world and stuff like that is to be really successful, you need a team. Like talk about like Timmy, for instance. What Timmy's doing is very smart. He does all these unique videos. He does these subathons. But if you watch his YouTube, like he just came out with a video today for his 1 million subscribers, and Pepper did the animations for it. So I've been talking to Pepper, and like he's been asking me advice, and we've been talking about different stuff that their editor is going to do for the video. And seeing the video come out now was so sick. But it's just crazy how Timmy, like, yes, he has some influence behind it, but he pretty much lets his team do that. He just gives them a creative basis. So that's what happens with a lot of these creators, like that either orgs will like get on them. Like a lot of like the top creators have no idea. I'm not gonna say names obviously, but I know some top creators with over 1 million followers who can't even work a Google Drive. I've literally had to make it and put clips in, like do it for them.
That's nuts.
And so when you think of somebody that's making a lot of money and they can't even work a simple Google Drive, or record an outro, like a proper outro, or like speak into a camera clearly when they stream every day. So there's like that's what I kind of like, is like there's so many different avenues that like being a streamer isn't the only thing in gaming.
No, not at all. Not even
It's
close.
not.
The work happens when you hit stop streaming.
Literally,
Seriously.
there's so many different aspects of it.
And there's so many people that don't fucking get that too, right? And so this whole follower thing, like, I want to throw this at you, and you probably agree to a certain extent. Followage on certain social media platforms is a bunch of bullshit.
Oh yeah, it means nothing.
It means nothing.
Twitter is one of the worst. On Twitter is one of the worst.
TikTok is probably the most inflated, where it means absolutely nothing. Yeah. I mean, look. Okay, so you get a video, you get 1 million views. That's fucking awesome. That's 1 million people that saw something that you created. That's super cool. And the thought behind that alone is super cool.
It is.
Of that 1 million views, let's say you get 6,000 followers. All right. How many of those are coming over to your stream? How many of those are coming to your other platforms? How many of those are really looking at your other content? You know what I mean?
Sadly enough, no. It's the same thing with Twitter.
That's nuts. It's nuts.
Twitter is big for that. I know if you really look into people's accounts, man, there's big accounts with 20, 30, 40, 100,000 followers that can't even break in 20 likes a tweet. Well, I see a lot of accounts.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of fake support that surrounds social media platforms as well as streaming platforms too. It's a plague in this industry. For some reason, when people start off, they feel the need to do this type of thing until they learn or come to, realize that it means fucking nothing. Because, yeah, cool, you have 100,000 followers. How many people are watching your live? Right?
I think it's more about the support for me. Like, that's the way I kind of see it. If you like, well, you've DM'd me and I DM back. Like, when I get DM'd, maybe realistically maybe 25 to 40 on an average day. And that's just on Twitter. On Discord, you're probably talking about another 5 to 10 people because of glitch and blah blah blah.
Right.
I answer back everybody. There not goes one day where I will not answer somebody, respond to somebody, give advice. People will ask me, hey, can you watch this video for me? Hey, can you give me your advice on this? Hey, what would you do for this? And I will sit there and watch. Hey, you have a recipe for cooking. There's people that literally maybe 5 to 6 people that will hit me up just for recipes. And I will sit there and type out a recipe for the person and give it to them. It's about caring for the people around you. If somebody is going to waste their time to message me, I can at least take the decency in the second to respond back.
That's awesome.
Obviously if it's trash, if you read it and it's something stupid, like whatever, dude, like yeah. But like at least have the decency just to look.
Right. Hi Victoria, thank you for coming in. We are doing season 3 finale of By With Maverick. And guys, at any point, if you want to go show Cris Snipes some love, please check him out on his socials. If you guys also have any questions for him, please feel free to type them in chat and we'll get them answered in one way, shape, or form. Cris, would you rather be the richest person in the world or immortal?
Yeah, that's a hard one, man. I don't know if I'd want to be immortal. I think I'd be immortal.
No, fuck that. I could not do it. I couldn't see the loved ones around me die and then, watch it all over again.
I just wouldn't want to work for them. We're talking about I ain't got money, bro. That means I'm working. Because if I'm immortal, I ain't sitting on the street fucking dying every day. Just fuck, that would be tough. No, I'd probably be the richest man. I'd probably just live my life out. I'd be the richest man. Yeah.
Agreed. You put some thought into that one, man. I'm kind of impressed.
I mean, dude, yeah, dude. That's a big fucking thing, dude.
Getting more serious again. What when are you coming to cook me din din? Oh wait, Truza?
Bro. Truza, when you come to cook me dinner?
Truza, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
That's my dog right there, man. That's the co-owner of Optimal Ambition.
Damn, that's awesome. Well, welcome in. Um, what are so being in the editing game, streaming and everything, you have to have some inspirations to do what you do on a daily basis. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
Skateboarding videos, man.
Skateboarding videos. So let's go back into that then. Let's go to you watch a lot of skateboarding videos. You watch people do it on a professional level. Who are your favorites?
Ty Evans, man.
Ty Evans.
He's the goat of fucking video editing and fucking for skateboarding. He's the goat. His cinematics, the way he tells a story. If you really watch my videos, I mean, I don't do a lot of effects. I more so tell a story. That's like when I pick music for creators, like the big videos, like the community legends videos and stuff. Like I sit there for hours and handpick music for them. I really get into their content and like watch it and understand them as a person as best as you can. And I feel like that's what skateboarding editing is. You see people falling, sweating, digging their deepest to try to do a trick on something, to create art essentially. So I feel like from the editing standpoint, that's you feel like a lot of freedom in doing it that way.
Bro, I gotta say, I fucking love your passion. I do. Seriously. It's fucking refreshing because not a lot of people show that kind of passion about stuff. Seriously, it's fucking awesome.
I appreciate it, my guy.
It's awesome. So, Ty Evans, do you have a couple of professional boarders that you like?
Man, P-Rod, that's my dog right there.
Who?
P-Rod, Paul Rodriguez.
Okay.
Eric Costin, I really liked growing up.
Well, let me stop you right there. Those three. Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, dude. I'm gonna marry Costin because that boy is rich. I guess I'm a fuck P-Rod. God damn it, bro. God. And then I don't know who my third is. I'd probably say Day One. So I guess I'm killing Day One song. God, dude. I'm gonna be. Dude, they're gonna freaking ruin my whole life. Dude, I killed Day One. He's like a national treasure in skateboarding. But yeah, probably those three would be my favorite. Damn, dude. P-Rod's one lucky man.
That's awesome, bro. So do you watch a lot of skateboarding then as a hobby to draw inspiration from? How do you translate that into your editing per se? Do you get other ideas from other editors and what they're doing, or do you still kind of just do your thing? Like what is your creative process is what I'm trying to ask.
So one big thing with skateboarding I felt like a lot was flow. So it's the way my videos flow is I try to keep everything on it like a beat and everything with like a common theme behind what you're doing. So if it's gonna be a fast-paced video, I'm gonna do it fast-paced. If I'm gonna do it slow, I'm doing it. That's the same thing with skateboarding. You either do rap music where it's slow skating and more like vibey and stuff like that, and that's where you can do a lot of your effects and stuff like that, or you go really fast-paced loud music. So if you watch some of the videos I've done for like the Nice Wig video, the octane part was super high energy, go. That's kind of like drawing Octane, drawing Wig, like they're high speed, high energy people. So I picked a song like that, did a lot of flashy effects, a lot of just like hard banging in your ears, make you feel. I want you to feel the emotion as like an Octane player in that sense. So that's kind of where like I draw the inspiration, is just like from the person more so, if anything.
Damn, Wingman, I want to point out too, did you guys notice how his projection of what he just said increased with what he was talking about too? I know you're laughing at me, but I mean that's a small detail that shows how passionate you are about this shit.
No, I love it, man. I love it, dude.
It's really cool, man. It really is.
It's definitely frustrating at times, but it's like anything. I get my grind from being a chef, man. Just like work and don't bitch and complain. Like people always, you know, you might see it in my timeline of people commenting like, "Oh, don't burn out, don't burn out," and like I'll say something like, "Oh, you know, you like be careful, you don't want to burn." I'm like, dude, I don't burn out. I don't. There's no burnout switch in me. Like, I was working, you know, between being a chef and editing 100 hours a week and taking care of a family and cooking every night and cleaning and doing laundry and driving the little one, like, you know, doing everything. Like, I don't burn out. Like, I'm more relaxed than ever. Like, I'm too relaxed now. So like I've been working out again in the morning and like doing other stuff because I'm too real. I have too much time on my hands now just editing.
That's cool though. Ben, I 100% agree. Ben in chat says he loves your passion. It's noticeable, and you know what? It's contagious too, because when you come across like-minded people in this game, you tend to lift each other up in one way, shape, or form, right?
Yep.
I mean, if say me and you, okay, we have the same mindset, or if we have the same mindset, and we start working together on some projects or something like that, that's going to be a pretty good result, because you're going to have two creators bringing the best out of each other. So nothing but good things from there on out. You know what I mean? My mom says in chat, yeah, you and Pepper, 100%. My mom says in chat, even though I'm older, I am constantly learning. Again, you guys are opening my eyes to new stuff. Yes.
Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy the way everything is now.
My mom, Mav's mama Jody is actually my mom. She's my biological mother. Comes to every single one of my streams. She, like me, really didn't know anything about streaming when I started this. And on this journey, both of us, me and her, our eyes have been opened up to what this can be and what it's all about. And for me, it's about meeting people, getting to know people, bringing people together. And it is. There's so many cool things about this, as long as you can stay away from the bad. You know what I mean? And I hate saying that. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus ever. But there are some shady shit that happens. I can relate to him 100%. I'm always grinding. Hell, I'm at work at my second job right now. Ben, facts, 100%.
Yeah.
It's a relatable thing, and I think that's why you see a lot of success as well. People love to see it. You know, your passion, your hard work.
I've been very fortunate, man. I've been fortunate. I mean, I definitely think I got lucky. I had some really good time. I mean, it wasn't really luck as far as like I kind of timed it out right. I had some really big videos that I did that just like took off. Like that Timmy video that I did that's got almost 200,000 on Twitter. Like
200,000 on Twitter is a huge deal too. Because
yeah, like that one took off. It was right after he did the solo to Pred run. I'm
that was insane. That's insane.
As he was doing it, I remember being in my car on the way home from work. And I heard that song, man, and I heard that song a million times. But at work, on my lunch break, an hour before, I tuned into him watching, and I think he was like Diamond at that point. It wasn't even math. He was like D4. He's like right at the beginning. I'm like, oh, he's still got a long time. He's still got at least a day. So I'm sitting there watching it, and then on the way home, I'm listening to the song. And as I'm listening to that song, the search from NF, I'm literally picturing Timmy, like stuff. So and that happens to me a lot. Like on a lot of those big projects I do, stuff just pops into my head, and I just start like going. I literally went home that night and started gathering clips. And then he finished like the next night, and like I already had 3/4 of the video edited, and I pretty much just added in the last little bit, and then maybe an hour after he was done with it, I posted it.
That's sick.
So it was like right there. People couldn't believe it. Like I had the whole last 30 seconds was all like within an hour, like that it just all happened. That's so nuts. I got real it was just good timing.
For those of you who don't know, and Cris is gonna help me out too, because I'm not as a part of the Apex community as Cris is. I'm not even close. In fact, I've only played the game maybe twice my entire life, which is just crazy. I need to play it more. But Timmy did this grind from nothing to Predator. Yeah, bronze to Predator. And it wasn't even that long. How long was it?
It was 55 hours. It was live.
55 hours straight in one stream live.
No stopping, no nothing.
Which is just fucking crazy to even think of.
It was
First of all, how do How do you
Dude, that
do
dude's
that
a
shit for
demon.
55 hours straight?
That
Like,
dude's a demon, man. He's a demon, dude. He's
that's
wild.
nuts. So that alone is a huge accomplishment, and then for you to be able to turn around and put a video out on his journey and then to have it blow up, that's phenomenal too. That's
It's
really
one of my
cool.
favorite videos of all time. Still is. I love that video.
So
The energy behind it, it's great.
what are your favorite things to work on now? Is it skateboarding still is your favorite things to edit, or do you truly enjoy gaming clips that your clients bring you and you get to put together, or is it just editing in general because you just love to do it?
In general, I would say I definitely like doing my projects more than anybody else's. As far as like picking what I want to do, it's like the community legend stuff, the stuff I do with Pepper and Jimmy. That's what I love to do the most, because like I get full creative freedom. I don't have to give, most of the time now when I do an edit for somebody, I have to send it to them. They go, oh, we want this changed, we want that changed, and it's like, okay, so I switch this and switch back, and then it ends up becoming a long day process. So that kind of stuff I could put my full attention to and do it the way I want it and the way I'm happy with it. So it's really fulfilling when you're done.
We got a raid. Let's
Nice.
get a shout out for Pastor Gaines here. Pastor Gaines, thank you so much for the raid, man. Everyone, welcome in. You guys are witnessing the season 3 finale of By With Maverick. Our guest tonight is Cris Snipes. This is what I love to do, you guys. If you don't know me, my name is Maverick. Pastor was a guest of mine, and that was a fun episode as well. Thank you so much, bro. Welcome in, everyone. I was just about to ask Cris a very, very important question, and that is, as a chef, do you consider a hot dog a sandwich?
No,
Why?
it's not a sandwich.
Why? It's meat between bread.
Yeah, it's not a sandwich. It's like a hoagie more than anything.
A hoagie?
Yeah, or sub. If you said it was a sub, I'd be like, okay, that makes more sense. A
Pink
hoagie.
Fantasy, you both have amazing backdrops. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. As streamers, we always aim to bring the visual appeal in our quality, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's getting there. I built this house it was built in July. We moved in. So I actually have 4 jerseys put up on the wall.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're my brother's jerseys. So my brothers play professional soccer.
Oh shit.
My brother is the captain. I don't know if you can see him a little bit better.
Kinda.
But yeah, my brother plays professional soccer for Costa Rica. He's their captain.
Damn, that's cool.
And then my other brother also, God, I fucked up my camera now. My other brother also plays professional soccer in Costa Rica.
That's awesome. Pink Fantasy, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Wingmen. It's not sandwich bread. I agree.
God, dude, I completely
No.
topped the camera. God.
Chris's OCD is kicking in.
No, dude, it's just messed up. It's moving by itself. The ring, like, fucking, you guys are gonna have to deal with it. I'm not changing it.
Cris, top 3 favorite movies of all time.
Billy Madison, The Longest Yard.
Let's go.
Fuck, dude, third one. Old School.
I wasn't even expecting those movies at all, bro.
No, I love funny movies, dude.
That's
I had
awesome.
a problem with Billy Madison, dude. I didn't have internet or cable in the Poconos for like 6 months, and I swear to God, Billy Madison and Good Luck Chuck did not leave that VCR for a good DVD player for 6 months. That
I
shit
love
ran
to
on
hear it.
repeat. I'd go to bed drunk and wait, like, after working all night, and wake up to Billy Madison still playing
That's awesome.
on repeat. I had no cable or nothing. It was literally always on. Like, I would just be watching a scene.
That's crazy. On repeat for 6 months. 2 different
Dude,
movies.
literally. I know. I used to, not obviously not anymore. It's 10 years ago, but I used to know every word of both those movies. You could just say it like it was crazy.
Damn.
Good Luck Chuck used to be fire. Though. I ain't gonna lie, that was a good movie.
What
That's probably number 4.
What's your favorite kind of music to listen to, man? Because obviously you got to vibe out to do some edits and stuff like that, and that obviously would affect your mood while you're editing too, I would think.
I really love hip hop, but I also really like, it's probably split between rock and hip hop, to be honest. I love metal, and just hardcore music, but then I love rap too. So it's definitely gonna be either or. I just don't like country. I'm like one of those people. I like everything but country.
Wage war for the win. Pastor Gaines. I like it. So let me ask you this then, Chris. What if someone came to you and said, dude, I want to do this edit. I have these super sick clips. I want you to find the sickest country song to put it to. Are you doing that edit?
Oh yeah, easy. Dude, money talks, bullshit walks, bro.
There you go. That's a good fucking saying to live off of, man, for sure.
Dude, I'll do anything for fucking.
You know what's crazy to see though? That the people that do this, like you, don't let your personal emotions or feelings get in the way of the final result.
Dude, I do, bro. If you knew half the games that I've done videos for Mortal Kombat, for Tekken, for Super Smash. I've done golf montages. I have done racing game montages, motorcycle racing game montages, COD, FIFA, Roblox montage.
That's nuts,
Minecraft. I've probably done almost every game you could think of. COD Mobile.
What do you edit for Minecraft? How do you do that? Is that just like...
Dude, I go crazy with it, man. Dude, the Battle Royale Minecraft, dude, people just...
For real?
Yeah, dude, I literally have edited so many. Dude, games that you've never even heard of. These weird Japanese games I've done montages for, like... I love it. I love it. I love when one of these games come out. I'm like, what? Somebody literally had me make I gotta find it. I'll try to send it to you later. Somebody had me do a Frogger montage, and it was fire. It was so good. Are
you serious?
Oh, yeah. Dude, it was so good. It came out so good. I went crazy. I chose a crazy fast-paced song and just did like, dude, it was
That's sick, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, I did that one a while. That's like maybe 2 years ago. That was so much fun, man.
Damn. That's... My mom, I can't even fucking talk. Holy shit. Did you guys hear that? Felt like I was doing an auction or something. Right? My mom wants to know if you've ever edited Duck Hunt.
No, but I've done Duck Game.
Duck Game?
Oh, God.
Like a hunting one?
Right now. I'm going to send you this right now. This is... Yeah, I did this for me. This is my own montage. So me and my buddies were playing Duck. It's a game on the Switch. It's an amazing game, dude. It's a lot of fun. But you could play against each other. So we were playing against each other for maybe a month. Here, I'm gonna send it to you right now. We played for a month, and I ended up making a montage. I was taking clips and doing it. Here, you can play that for your mom.
What are you sending it on me? Or what are you sending it on?
Discord.
On Discord. You want me to play it right now?
Go ahead, you can. You can play a little bit of it. Dude, it goes crazy. I love your wall, by the way. I have the same exact wall. I don't know if you knew that.
The paneling?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that shit.
It's right behind my monitor.
I'm going to switch scenes real quick, guys, so you can see this Duck Game edit from Chris Snipes.
Chris, you don't have to watch the whole thing.
Chris, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, all right?
Go. Oh my god, I forgot about this video. This video goes crazy.
No fucking shot, bro.
It goes crazy, bro. This is what I was doing, dude. I was just bullshitting at home.
That fucking slaps too, bro.
Dude, I was going crazy on my friends, bro. My friend hated me by the end of the month. It gets crazy, dude.
Oops.
Oh no!
Let's fucking go, dude.
This montage was crazy.
Get the fuck back!
Oh my god. Alright, the one last thing, you don't have to watch the whole thing, you gotta watch the last clip.
The last clip you're gonna send me here?
No, that montage is the last clip.
Okay.
The last like 5 seconds, I think it is.
Started from there.
Look at this trick shot.
Oh my god. Let's watch that one more time. We're gonna go back and watch that one more time, guys. That's fucking nuts, dude.
Dude, that's on the little Joy-Cons on the Switch, man.
That's fucking insane.
Oh, man. Fucking duck game, dude. Holy shit.
That's...
Yeah, so no, I've never played. I played Duck Hunt. I've never made a montage out of Duck Hunt. Duck game.
That was sick.
That counts.
That was sick. Bean Boy, welcome in, man. Don't even worry, bro. I love that you guys can come in here whenever you can. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys don't know, I did just say it, but for those of you just coming in, this is the season 3 finale of By With Maverick. Our guest is Cris Snipes. Please drop in some follows, show him some love on his socials right there. Cris, and I know you got to get going here pretty quick, so I'm gonna change up the pace here.
Sure.
But first of all, that was a fucking sick video, dude. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So, and I might chop these words up, so I apologize if I am. But did you actually do editing for Apex Legends?
Yeah.
Really?
That's my pin tweet. Yeah, I did 2 videos for them.
That's sick.
Yeah, Alex, the social media manager for Apex. Sure, I did a montage. It might have been the Timmy montage. That was like a long string of. I maybe did 6 or 7 montages before that one, like within like 2 months, and they all had like 50,000-60,000 views. They were like Lulu and Daltouche and Nice Wig and fuck, I can't remember who else. ASU. I did a bunch of big videos, and then I did the Timmy video. And then right after that, Alex messaged me and she like asked me, she's like, hey, I've been seeing all the stuff you've been doing for the community. We want to do a community montage for Halloween. Would you be willing to do it on like a freelancer base? And so of course I said yes.
That's awesome. Congrats on
after
that. That'd be a huge accomplishment. Seriously, that's cool.
Dude, it was sick, man. So, you know, of course I'd get my boy Pepper on it. I had to, dude. An opportunity that big, I wasn't gonna let him not. You know, me and Pepper are definitely a team when it comes to stuff. I couldn't not bring him in. And then Jimmy also did a scene. I asked Jimmy because Jimmy's the same thing. I love Jimmy, man. He's a great friend. So I asked him as well. He did a scene for the one of the Bloodhound scenes with Jimmy. And then they had asked me during all this, as I was sending them previews, they were like, hey, would you want to do a video for the season 11 launch, like a week after the season launched? They wanted me to pretty much take like 5 days worth of the first like clips and then make a montage on day 6, then they would release it on the 7th day.
That's cool.
So that's actually my pinned tweet. That's that one right there. So it was the same thing. Pepper did the nice intro and stuff like that, and then I did a full-blown montage with that.
That's so. How does that feel? So you love playing Apex. It's one of your favorite games now, right? Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be reached out by them to do something like that? I mean,
it's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's you know, I've gotten a lot of opportunities from it. I was already doing work with TSM beforehand, but it just kind of definitely upped my value a little bit more, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I already had followers beforehand. I was already doing stuff. Like, a lot of the big names knew me, but it just kind of validated more in my mind, because before, like, I still am. I'm very critical of myself. Mm-hmm. So it eased my mind a little bit into me going full time, because I wasn't full time, you know, until a month ago.
Right.
And that definitely gave me some reassurance that I can do it full time. If I could do it for the caliber of like TSM and do it for caliber of Apex and it go live and then like it and pay me for it, I knew I could do like bigger things.
And that's sick too. Congratulations for that as well. Going full time, doing anything that you love doing is such a huge accomplishment in life. Like,
I appreciate it.
Seriously, that's awesome. I'm really, really happy for you. And
18 years, man. I'm still here editing.
I hope, honestly, I hope nothing but the best, and I hope that you still have the same amount of passion in 18 years that you do now, because it's truly refreshing to see.
I hope so, man. Holy cow, I hope so.
So
No, I got some things to figure out.
so let's because you're gonna get going here in about 20 minutes. I think we put a 9:30 cap on it.
Yeah.
Because you are East Coast. Let's talk about how you do commissions, how you do pricing, and are your commissions open right now? Because full time, you are probably really, really busy. I just want to make sure that I give the viewers the right information. If you are open for commissions, they're able to reach out to you if you're open.
No, I am. I don't really ever I'm not one of those people that ever closes commissions because I honestly think it's silly to close commissions, because you could just I might be busy for 2 weeks, but I schedule things like I have this little planner here. If you could see, I go by every month. So if you see last month, every day was categorized, and every day, yeah, this was last month. So I had everything categorized. Hey, how much am I making for this video? Have they paid me yet? What days I'm doing this video? What time am I doing this video? When's the due date for that video?
That's nuts.
What exactly it is. So I'm very organized in that sense. So if you come to me and you're like, hey, I want to do a video, I'd be like, okay, but I don't have till the third week, and this in 3 weeks I can do it on Thursday.
Right.
And that's always subject to change, I tell people, because sometimes if TSM hits me up, I might not have a job for them. They hit me up, hey, on the let's say 16, hey, on the 22nd we need a video done, can you do it? I won't say no to TSM. So that's where I take my org more seriously and glitch. So then my personal commissions, so that's where it gets tricky. But you gotta wait for sometimes for quality. I bang out 50 videos a month usually.
That's crazy. That's a lot of videos, dude.
It's a lot of videos, man. I mean, ask Wook, dude, if he's still in chat. He asked me to do an announcement video, and I had it done. He asked me about the weekend, and I knew I don't leave bread on the table, man. I don't leave money on the table if I can make it. So he asked me, hey, can you get it done? And I honestly don't really have the time. I don't. But I got it done. I'm just going to work a little bit harder and just get everything else I had to do previously done. Because it's stupid to leave money on the table like that when you just work a little bit harder for it.
While you're on your way up, you got to keep it running. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, if you're trying your hardest to reach the top, why stop at any point in time?
Nope, exactly, dude. So
I
push out. I guess I'm an editor, but I consider myself a content creator. I put out more content than 90% of the content creators out there.
Yeah.
I post twice a day, usually every day, either a clip or some kind of food post, something like that, a montage, something I've worked on. I usually create 2 to 3 videos a day. I'm all day content creating.
That's crazy, dude. That is absolutely insane.
7 days a week, man.
are you going to start streaming the editing portion again anytime soon, or
I think I'm gonna go back to gaming. I think I'm gonna go back to gaming, because I don't game every day anymore, just because of work. But I do still play Apex and everything. So I was thinking about coming back and just gaming, not editing on stream anymore.
Wook says he knows how much I appreciate it, and our relationship is more than just a company contractor relationship. There will be a day Cris needs a favor, and I look forward to that day. More people need to understand this too.
Yep,
I feel that too. And Wook, you and I have had very similar conversations about expectations versus reality and everything in between. I feel that 100%.
Yep,
I do. So if I were to approach you, said, hey Cris, I have this really good idea. I have 16 snipes mid-air from Rebirth Island last Wednesday. Could you put something together for me? How would you approach that in terms of A, pricing, and B, from beginning to end, talking with the client on how that would look?
Well, I always ask people first how long they want the video. So that gives you a good basis.
Yeah.
I usually tell people, hey, how long do you want it? I charge, depending on what it is, like an org announcement, like for a roster change, I'll charge more money, and it just depends on what org it is, what exactly they want, expectations. Because obviously, an org like TSM compared to like a smaller org with like 10,000 followers, their processes are going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
TSM, I'm going to charge more because I know there's going to be revision after revision after revision.
Right.
A smaller org or like a Wook, that's still growing and stuff like that, like GXO, I know he's not going to give me as much slack, and he's going to let me be more creative and trust me more. TSM pays people to produce and to do things their way.
Yeah.
So like I understand that. That's where people need to let the ego go, and that's why I think a lot of orgs like me, because I do what they want. Like even though I put my own twist on it, and I'll try to put my own on it, if they want me to change it, I don't bitch and complain, I just change it and it's done. But for a normal client, I usually charge $75 per minute, like edited minutes. So if you want a 2-minute video, it'd be $150. Depending on if you want animations and I got to go to an animator, then that's a separate cost. Depends on how many scenes you want, depends on if you want music, but like all this stuff added together. But usually most people that are smaller,
it's called efficiency
size, like I would say between like 100 to like 5,000 followers, usually just want a 2-minute montage.
Yeah.
That's like the base. And so usually I do that for 150, like 2 minutes and 20. I'll even go over to do it for Twitter.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I might be cough wink reaching out to you here pretty soon. Because I've come to find that until I and I wanted to talk about this just a little bit before we get you going here. Mobile versus PC, and you and I have talked about it a little bit, very tiny bit in the past. And obviously there are benefits to PC editing that far outweigh what you can possibly produce on mobile. And my argument was always lifestyle. It matches my lifestyle. I'm too damn busy to sit down at a PC. I could be on my lunch break at work and I'll pull out my phone and bang out a clip right there. But I'm finding very quickly that I cannot produce the same quality on a mobile app that someone like you can do on a PC. And
it's hard, man.
I want to get your opinion on whether or not you think it will ever go in that direction for mobile editing. The more and more content creation grows in popularity, and people, I'm going to say, take advantage of the industry, because there's a lot of things happening right now that wasn't happening 2 years ago in terms of, capabilities.
Yeah, it's a lot of people are getting taken advantage of right now too.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, even me, like $75 might seem like a lot, but at the same time, when you put it into perspective, it's almost getting underpaid still.
Well, look at how much time you spend on a clip. Like,
exactly,
yeah, it might be a minute edit, but you might be working on that thing for 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, whatever. Yeah,
between like let's say for instance, I just did an org video for somebody. I can't say which org. I just did an org announcement video. It's a brand new team coming to Apex. They wanted animations done. They wanted all this done. So between me talking to the animators, because you got to put all the different perspectives, me having a meeting with them, first off, 30-minute meeting about all the stuff they want, their themes, their budget, their creators, what their vision is. Then them sending me their logos and all that, me having to go through logos and seeing what I could use, me making folders for them to have their players put clips in, and then me also having to gather some clips for some creators, then me having to talk to the animators, storyboarding, hey, take this clip, this is what I want done with this, you put the name here, let's do an intro, let's make it street theme, this theme, wood theme, battlefield. Then I got to go look for a song for an hour. Usually that's got to be non-copyright. So then I got to do a bunch of different checks for it and stuff like that. And then I have to sit there, edit it, which takes forever. And then I have to render it, which takes an hour. And then you have to go and give them then I have to Google Drive it, wait for somebody, usually 12 hours, because most people don't usually get right back to you. So I have to wait for somebody to get back to me, make changes, re-render for an hour, and then put the project out usually.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, so then by that time it's 12 hours.
Yeah, right? Wook says it's not the time spent, and people need to understand that when they're paying for quality, Seriously, that's what matters.
Yeah.
So people who
Yeah.
are quote unquote complaining about how much things cost in this industry, quite frankly, can shove it. You know what I mean?
You ain't fucking wrong, dude. Because
Honestly.
exactly that's what it is. It's quality, man. You're coming, especially like these day and age. Like I still think I have a lot to learn. And I'll be the first one to say it. But as far as like I always tell people, my customer service and my willingness to work with people and to help people and
It's top tier. It's top tier.
that's what gets me. That's a lot of editors get mad at me. They DM me, "How do you get all these big clients, man?" I'm like, I can't get any clients. I get messages like that all the time. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I was like, I don't know. I just talk to people and I'm just like in the community. Like that's all it is. People just know me and they reach out to me. They see a video from me and it's simple, clean, and it's just like effective.
Wook just put this story in chat, and I've heard this like 7 times now. It's a great analogy about the old man who fixes the ship, charges him $15,000 for 10 minutes. You didn't pay me to spend time. You paid me to fix your problem.
Fix it.
So knowing where to tap the hammer, I mean, it's a game changer. I mean, and more people need to realize that, honestly.
Exactly.
And that's not even in just this industry. You can apply that everywhere in life, in my opinion.
Literally everywhere.
Seriously, it's skill sets for services that you're paying for is not about how long or how short something takes to make. It's the quality that you're paying for, and I will stand by that until the day I die. For real.
I really wish people would see it that way.
How do we get them to see it that way? That's the question.
Oh man, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. Sadly, no.
Cris, is cereal considered soup?
No.
Why?
Come on, man. That's not soup.
With that said, I still expect my agreement with Cris of feet pics for free video edits stand. Look, I thought I was sending you feet pics. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, he's been sending me your old crusty ass feet.
Oh shit!
I knew they didn't look tan enough to live in Florida.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Wingman usually will end Flyby with Maverick with a raid. Cris is on the East Coast, so we are going to be letting him go. So if you guys have any questions to ask him, please go ahead and throw them in chat. We'll get them asked. I'm going to be moving on to Rebirth after our interview and playing for a little bit with my GXO fam if they'll still have me. Cris, it's been a fucking blast tonight, bro. I seriously have enjoyed this. I think we need to do this again sometime soon.
Yeah, you know what my favorite gun in Apex is, right?
What is it? The Wingman.
It's a Wingman.
I see that and it makes me smile every single time.
Dude, you know I have one very viral clip. It's like almost 500,000 views that Apex retweeted. It's a Wingman clip.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's actually so sick.
So
yeah, I love Wingman.
The last topic I want to talk about before we send you on your way.
Mm-hmm.
What advice, if any, do you have for someone either just starting out or in this game of content creation, editing, streaming, etc.? What would you tell someone?
Set expectations, man.
What do you mean by that?
To me is that put out a goal and try to meet that goal, but don't be disappointed when that goal doesn't happen. Because content creation it's really hard. You know it. I know it. I in the beginning used to work on videos for 3 or 4 hours for 200 views.
Shit, I still do it, bro. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's the way you gotta go. Yep. I mean, there's still videos that I do now that I'm like the Lulu video I did like last month. When I did that video, I in my head and into my animators, I literally looked like, this is a 100,000 view video. Watch, guys. I was like, we're gonna hit a fucking 100,000. It didn't. It hit about 70,000, which I was fine with because I still had set the expectation that you want to better yourself. So that's the problem with streaming is that people get happy. They might get, oh god, I'm affiliate now. I got 50 followers and stuff like that. But then they're like, oh god, I'm only streaming. I got 2 viewers, and they get like sad about it. Well, you still hit your other goal. you're still going in the
Yeah.
right direction.
You're still moving forward.
You're still moving forward. You have to set your expectations and then be ready to accept. Like, you're not gonna be able to do it, but you still need to set them. So many people in this game will just start and then start out hot. I know a lot of people start out hot and then they get into their heads that they should be doing better, and then they just slump down.
Yep, and they disappear.
They disappear.
It's unfortunate. And I tell people all the time, Wook, to answer your question, yes, 100%. In fact, you guys, I just started a new TikTok channel today to showcase Fly By With Maverick content, and I'll be talking more about that later for sure, but 100% Wook. I tell people all the time that you have to be okay with making mistakes as long as you turn those mistakes into learning experiences.
Yep.
And that goes hand in hand with your setting expectations, because you gotta be realistic about it. You have to be realistic about it, because if you're living up here, you're just gonna set yourself up for disappointment every single day.
Every time, man. I do it. It even happens to me, man. Happens to me too. There's some videos I'm just like that don't do well. That I spent a lot of time. Even the skate video. I mean, if you look, let me see what it's at now. If you look at the skate video I put the other day, it's only got 2,000 views, which I set it to be higher. I'm not sad about it being lower, but at the same time, like, I'm still like, damn, like it should have done better. Like, in my head, like, what now? Like, I'm going through, what could I have done? Was it the song I chose? Maybe. Was it the timing that I threw out of it? Was it too long? Was it not entertaining enough? So that's like the way my brain works now, and I'll adjust from there. So I set the expectations. I didn't meet it, but now I'm trying to fix and adjust and try to see what I can do better for next time. And that's like one of the biggest things with content, because not everything pops off. There's nothing. If you're talking about TikTok, you see not everything pops off. You just got to get it at the right time with the right algorithm for the right people.
Exactly. There's a formula that just has to be just right. The stars have to align. I mean, I've had 3 videos reach 1 million views in the last year and a half. And honestly, I can tell you with 100% conviction, I don't even know how the fuck I did it. I'm not even lying, dude.
That happens.
I'm not even lying,
it just
man.
popped off.
But anyways, Cris, it's been a fucking awesome time. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on, talking about your journey, who you are, your thoughts, your beliefs, your everything about editing and behind the scenes. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Meryl. I really appreciate you inviting me out. It was a
Uh,
lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do this again.
Don't make me look bad on YouTube, right?
I won't. I promise.
Edit me good, dude. Do it on the computer too. Holy shit! Please.
Maybe I'll just send this to you and say, "Here, have some fun."
Oh god, I'm not watching my ass off for an hour. Holy shit!
All right, man. Well, Wingman, if you guys stick around, I'm gonna shoot over to the just chatting scene. We're gonna get some Rebirth in. Cris, thank you again for joining us. I really appreciate it. You can expect to see this stuff on socials here soon, hopefully, if I get my head out of my ass and start doing things right.
You got it, my dog. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. As my slogan says, you can't see it right now, but I have I have one of those light up boards that you have right behind you, and it says, "Be nice, don't be a dick." So that's my slogan to live by.
I love it.
If you didn't know that, so yeah, be nice, don't be a dick.
Be nice, don't be a dick, guys.
I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Cris. See you, man.
See ya.
Wingman, that was fucking awesome. And I gotta tell you, Cris is a good dude, guys. I'm gonna drop his stuff in chat one more time because he deserves all of the love and attention. For real. Great guy, 100%.